Live right now at 3, a school bus accident is causing delays in Bridgewater. Luckily, we're being told no students were on the bus at the time. Investigators just minutes away from giving us more information and details on a deadly explosion in Elizabeth. And Twitter is exploding right now about a bear sighting. Frederick is tweeting this. Take a look. A black bear at the center of attention in Morristown. Frederick, we've got a crew on the way to the scene. Around New Jersey, around the clock, I'm Eric Landskroner. This is News 12 New Jersey.
Live, around New Jersey, around the clock. This is News 12 New Jersey.
And we are about an hour away from the evening rush right now. The question is, it's been pretty miserable out there. Will it slow you down? Meteorologist Dave Curran live at 3:01 with your weather on the ones.
Temperatures, well, they've peaked at about 52 degrees in the Cranford area. We'll more than likely see temperatures continuing to fade as we go through tonight under the cover of darkness, with numbers dropping down into the 40s. Issue we're probably going to be looking at through the overnight into early tomorrow morning will more than likely be areas of patchy fog. The issue also that we could be talking about by tomorrow evening is another round of developing rain showers that could make that evening drive home very slick and slippery. I'll have your complete weather on the ones forecast coming up a little bit later in the show. That's a look at your News 12 New Jersey weather on the ones.
All right, Dave, thank you. And breaking news right now, an explosion in Elizabeth kills one and sends dozens more to the hospital. The video is just breathtaking here. You could see that explosion in the back of the screen right there. Elizabeth Mayor Chris Bulwidge is going to bring us up to speed on what's going on and what they've learned so far.
If there was a fire, we would be looking at a much more serious situation, and the 15 people that were rescued probably would have expired.
And new developments live at 3:03 on a murder case in Newark for you. Police confirming right now the arrest of the mechanic who owned the home where Pamela Davis's body was found. The man identified as John Smith was taken away from the scene in handcuffs just moments ago. There is no word tonight on Davis's relationship with Smith, but we will continue to follow the story and any developments both live on TV and, of course, on news12.com. Meanwhile, former Christie appointees charged in the Bridgegate scandal want the case moved out of the state. Bill Baroni and Bridget Kelly making the request this morning. The pair accused of closing the lanes in the GWB in Fort Lee because the mayor there refused to endorse Governor Christie's re-election bid. Both claim a fair trial in New Jersey is impossible given the extensive media coverage of the case. Now, Christie in mind, he's pretty vocal this afternoon, but it has nothing to do with Bridgegate. He just learned that he's not going to be on the main stage at the GOP primetime debate. This is a major blow for Christie. And my producer telling me just moments ago that the governor has taken to Twitter. And here is his tweet. Take a look at this. This is what he says. He writes, "It doesn't matter the stage, just give me a podium and I'll be there to talk about the real issues like this." According to my producer, by the way, that's a link to his speech that he gave on drug addiction. And he also adds the hashtag Bring It On. So Christie not letting this get him down for now. Meanwhile, get this one. Look who's commenting back. Donald Trump. Yeah, no stranger to social media, of course. Donald's always on Twitter. He just tweeted he thinks it would be a good idea and fair to include Christie and Governor Mike Huckabee on the main stage. Now, the news not slowing the governor down, as we said. He's in New Hampshire right now. Big stage or not, he signed his intent to file in the first state, solidifying his spot in the primary. Now, remember, we'll have comments from him following the debate. President Obama urging the nation to keep veterans in their thoughts, not just on Veterans Day, but every day. The Commander-in-Chief on hand right now at Arlington National Cemetery. We listen in right now at the wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknowns. Now, the wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington, always an emotional ceremony in honor of veterans. We'll hear from President Obama in just a few moments. Meanwhile, we do have a developing story right now. An accident scene is causing delays near Woodbridge Mall. News 12 New Jersey's Marcy Rubin, the first one on the scene to let us know what's going on there. Marcy.
I'm standing outside the Menlo Park Mall in Edison right now, where there has been a very serious accident. I'm going to pan my phone over to the scene, and you can see a lot of firefighters and police still arriving on the scene. Details are limited because this did just happen a few moments ago. I did see at least one person taken away in an ambulance as I arrived on the scene. We have a photographer coming here and will bring you the latest in a live report coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, from outside the Menlo Park Mall, Marcy Rubin, News 12, New Jersey.
All right, so clearly some traffic problems over at the mall, but let's take a look at how things are going for the rush. Here you can see the George Washington Bridge is moving along smoothly this afternoon. The problem is the Palisades Interstate Parkway, always delays over there. And if we want to look at the tunnels, pretty much things are moving along smoothly. But of course, keep it right here on News 12 New Jersey. We're going to keep you updated on everything you need to know to get you where you're going this afternoon.
Stand tall.
And we do have some more breaking news right now. Officials at a Newark prep school that let Devils owner Josh Harris and others use its field, say an apparent scheduling error was to blame. The helicopter was at the school Sunday night to pick up Harris after a Devils game at the Prudential Center that went into overtime. Harris, for his part, he says he understands the frustration. He writes this: "Well, I can't take back what happened. I hope that the coaches, the teams, their families would be open to being my guest at an upcoming Devils game, and I'll be extending an invitation." All right, no choppers flying today as we take a live look in Newark. We have more on this story and your reaction to a bear wandering the streets. We mentioned before, Twitter is blowing up about this one. Bears in Morristown, and we're around New Jersey, around the clock, bringing you the very latest news. Keep it right here.